and welcome to week 3 of my vlogs. I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, so last week, let's have a slight recap. So last week we trained 4 days of the week, weighed in this morning, and I'm this morning 91.8 kilos, which is the lightest I've been so far this year, and probably the past 5 or 6 months, to be perfectly honest. So we're going to jump now forwards into check-in video. The video I weighed myself was this morning before work. It was too early to do the check-in video because it was too dark. Maybe I'll get my lighting set up, and in the future we'll deal with the lighting, get up a little bit early to get it done. So I haven't eaten a little bit since, so my physique won't be a true representation because I have eaten a little bit today. But yeah, so the next video will be my check-in weight, and then we'll have my video, then we'll talk some more. So I'll catch you all in a minute in the next video. So here we go. So front again, we're just going to do it relaxed as I have the past few videos. So I'm going to go with relaxed front on view, relaxed side on view, then we'll turn around, and relaxed back on view. Not the biggest mirror in the world, not exactly perfect, but hey, I think we are starting to see some changes now. We'll go back to the front, we'll just breathe in, and we'll flex a little, and we are starting to see a bit more changes, a bit more abs, a bit more lines coming through. I noticed in the mirror today in the gym, I saw a few more lines in my stomach, abs coming through a little bit, definition on its way back. So all positive moving forwards really. Weight loss should plateau a little bit more now, but I'll talk about that more in the next clip. And yeah, not too shabby. So I thought I'll start off by showing you the rest of the week, how the weight's been changing. So we started on 96 kilos up here on the first, and then there was some weights in stone, then we're back to kilos, coming down. If just fluctuate up and down a little bit as we go down. Then to the latest weigh-in, which was today, 91.8 kilos, lightest so far. Absolutely made up with this because in November I was about 100 kilos. So we made some real changes and some real progress. Let's just flip you around so I can see myself. So yeah, so I made up with progress so far. Weight loss will start to slow down a little bit now because after all the things that I ate in Christmas and New Year, majority of that first weight loss will have been water retention, just eating cleaner, eating better foods, and my weight has been coming down gradually. And we had we had a meal out on Sunday, which was a lovely Nando's. Didn't get any footage of that, sadly. Actually, I might be able to throw a picture in here. Maybe. We kind of ate what we wanted, had some chocolate after that. You know, dieting comes down to balance. It wasn't a cheat day, isn't it a cheat meal? To look at food as cheats or treats is a bad kind of mindset. It's just being truly in control of what you eat and balancing out what you eat. And that way you're never going to set yourself up for failure, and you should hopefully keep striving towards success. So last week I trained 4 days, which was absolutely awesome. This week's goal is to train 5, which I'm going to conquer as well. I've already started the week off on a positive. I trained Monday, a push day, Tuesday I trained a pull day, and then today I trained legs, which was grueling. And I've also given myself the challenge of doing 100 sit-ups a day for 30 days. I did this challenge last year, and we're going to do it again this year, so I may be able to get some more footage of videos in here of doing that. And as you've seen it on my diary, my weight's been coming down progressively, which is awesome. And then another thing that I struggle with is getting my vitamins in me. My diet isn't perfect. No one's really is. You should have a healthy, balanced diet of fruit and vegetables. I don't eat enough veg. I'll hold my hands up and say that right now. I eat more fruit than what I do vegetables, and I probably don't get enough balance in there. So what I've always tried to do in the past is take a vitamin, so a multivitamin and vitamin D, because I suspect how pale I am, probably isn't enough vitamin D in my diet, and my other vitamins across the board I probably don't get enough in either. So in the past I've always taken it in pill form, and I don't keep to it because I bloody hate taking pills. So what we've done instead is we went to I think Poundland, these weren't Pound, we got men's food gummies. Focus on those there, like sweets, but vitamin sweets. And then we also got them in vitamin D form as well. These aren't kids versions, these are adult versions. And you know what, since I got them, I've taken them every day because they are sweet, they're like sweeties, and I like taking it. So, don't overcomplicate things. If you know buying something like pills, you hate taking pills, you might do it for a week or two and you're probably going to get fed up and stop doing it. So look for the best root version which is going to help you consistently keep doing what you need to do. As simple as just getting a vitamin in you and get it in a sweet form so you know you're going to take it every day, because since having these I've taken them every freaking single day because I look forward to taking them. And even if I fancy something a bit sweet, and because I'm losing weight and I'm dieting at the minute, I can't really eat that many sweet things, having an extra one of these isn't going to kill me. It's better than having like a pack of fruit pastilles or some chocolate. So that's quite a good hack, I think, anyway. Water intake has been going up. I've been getting minimal 3 litres a day. I've been doing really well today with that. And yeah, so this week I'm going to be going to Chester tonight. I got one more client in my gym that I train at Verity Fitness in Southport. So it's a private studio that I work at. And then I'm going to go to Chester. Kaylee's picking me up tonight because her auntie dropped off something for her sister here. She's having a baby soon, so she just picked that up. So she thought, well, might as well come pick me up at the same time. So we're going to get some food tonight. Might vlog a bit of that. I go to Chester, and then I'm going to be training tomorrow morning, my secondary push day. I try to get some footage of that, of the walk, and some more vlogging content. Let me know how you found this video so far. Let me know things you want to know, things that would help you, or the content you'd like me to shoot. I'll get quite a few people asking me about recipe ideas and such forth, so I might try and do a bit of like a cooking, what food we have kind of thing in the videos too. And yeah, I think that's up to date with everything really. I'll catch you on the next scene.
Stay in my arms if you dare. Must I imagine you there? Don't you walk away from me. I have nothing if I don't have you.
Just focused. It's all blurry. Where are we going? We go back to Chester.
Chester, yeah, let's go. Sing me to the clouds above.
It's got karaoke.
I know.
I wonder how she knew all the words.
I'm dreaming.
She's cheating. Houston, but she is still Beyonce.
Sorry, blacked out eye.
Just put Beyonce on, that's it. Like the hand action comes out. Look, she's off.
Oh, please. Hey, go on. Are you waiting?
In true Beyonce spirit, her song comes on, and she dances and doesn't drive much. And we just pass a copper car.
Honey, I can see the stars all away from here. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you.
Enzymes from the intestinal wall aid in the digestion of carbohydrates. The small intestine is freely mobile and has as its major function the absorption of nutrients. The colon
We're at Asda. We're gonna go and do a somewhat healthy food shop. Even though we don't.
We're not buying anything.
We're just looking, maybe, to show things. I might get some porridge actually.
Hello, so welcome to our walkthrough through Asda. I'm voicing over because of the music in the store and that you won't be able to put. I won't be able to put on YouTube because it just get monetized. So we're down the fruit and veg aisle, and I'm basically saying here that this should be the staple of any diet. Fruit and vegetables are very important. They're full of essential micronutrients, which is your vitamins and minerals that you need to function, grow, and sustain a healthy body and a healthy life. It should be the staple of anyone's diet because it's high in fiber, vitamins, minerals, everything that you need to breathe and survive, as well as other sources of your diet. I'm throwing bags of salad in your face here because it's pre-prepped and ready to rock and roll for you. It's more expensive, but if you're lazy and you want to save time, you can buy things like that aid you to prep on the go. I'm throwing blueberries in your face because it's a very low calorie dense type of fruit, so a lot of people will put blueberries with the pancakes and with the yogurt and such forth like that, and the porridge, because there's a lot of calories in it and they have quite a bit of it. So if you like blueberries, happy days. But whatever fruit you like, whether it's strawberries, I'm about to throw pineapple in your face because I absolutely adore pineapple. That's one of my go-tos. So don't try and get fruit and things that you don't enjoy eating, because more than likely you're not going to keep it. You're not going to keep to it, or you're not going to keep eating it. So don't buy the fruit you enjoy eating, and then try and measure out how calorific it is, and then make portions, measure it out, use food scales so you can include it with your porridge or whatever you decide to have your fruit with, or if you're just going to eat it on its own. Just be knowledgeable and make choices and have a look how many calories it is in 100 grams and how much you can afford to eat within your calorie set for the day if you're going to follow a calorie deficit to lose weight. So as I said, we're in Asda, we're doing a walkabout, we're talking about nutrition for food. I'm going to throw a few things in front of your face, talk about it a little and say how you can have that. So I'm showing a steak and gravy pie. Now, is this bad for you? Not really, no. If you were to eat this once in a week, would it be detrimental and kill you? No. Yes, it's high in saturated fats, it's high in other fats, but end of the day, if you were to have this 7 days a week, would it be bad for you? Yeah. But if you have this as well as a balanced diet, which most of these foods are meant to be, and they're consumed once a week, something like that isn't bad for you. Like anything, like takeaways or alcohol or anything, if you have it in balance and moderation, it's fine. Another little diet hack here is yogurt. Yogurt is amazing, and Phage do an amazing line code, which is 0%, and I'm showing the 5%. I didn't even realise. And per 100 grams, there's 10 grams of protein, and the 5% is a little bit higher in fat, so it's about 100 calories, but 100 grams of the 0% is 60 calories, so you get a lot more bang for your buck in the 0% Phage yogurt, but it is quite pricey. So as the Tesco and all the other supermarkets do their own lines of these, which are like 50p to £1 cheaper and are lower calorie, higher in protein, and you can do anything you want with these. You can add protein powder to it and mix it together. You can have it with some fruit in the mornings. Whatever you like to do with the yogurt, you have it on your break, and it's high in protein. It's not very calorie dense, and yeah, you can either have it in between meals, you can have it as your breakfast, you have it as you want. My girlfriend Kerry loves to have this, and she usually combines it with protein powder, throws some fruit in there, and she likes it for breakfast. And yeah, this is showing you the Asda's alternative, which it is on offer at the minute. It's £1.50, I do believe. But yeah, that's a great little go-to for snacks or for breakfast. And yeah, so we should next be going on to the smaller pots. So if you don't want to do that, you can buy the smaller pots, which are ready to rock and roll. So I think this is a new one that I hadn't seen before, with 17 grams of protein in, and there's only 90 calories per pot. So they have different flavours. Again, if you're going to have lunch at work, you can throw this in your bag and get a cooler bag and take this to work with you, and you're getting your protein intake upping your protein intake for the day. 17 grams, happy days, 90 calories. Now the one I usually get is the Arla protein 20 grams. It's 140 calories per pot. So you're saving 50 grams of protein, 50 calories, with the other one. Okay, 3 grams less of protein, but that 3 grams of protein is not worth 50 calories. So that's a really good alternative to take as well if you want something a bit more of a flavoured yogurt, which is higher in protein. We're in the processed meats area now, so a lot of mistake people make is when they're having like sandwiches to take to work or what have you, they always pick like ham or gammon, and the problem with that, it's okay, but it can be quite calorie dense, and it is not always a good lean cut of meat, and it is higher in saturated fats as well, because it's not really a lean meat. So you're always better off trying to pick things like chicken, like turkey, like tuna and eggs, because it's a cleaner source of protein, there isn't as much fat in it, and it's leaner, and it's not as full of saturated fats either. So that's a better pick for you to go on the go. And these are the kind of processed packs, and then we're going to be going on to the processed slice pack, which again is heavily processed, but again, just like the steak pie, if you had to have it 7 or 8 days a week all the time, could it be bad for you? Quite possibly. If you have it a couple of times a week, is it going to be really that bad as well as a balanced diet? Probably not. Like most things, it comes down to balance, guys, really, yeah? So then we were in the central hours, we walked past the mushrooms. I'm not a fan of mushrooms. Maybe on a pizza, but that's it. But another vegetable that you can really pack your meals with, your omelettes, or you can make your own pizza. Or Kerry had the great idea of getting the bigger mushrooms and using 2 tops and putting the burger between. I think it has a certain name. Can't quite remember what it is. She just say what it is here, but can't remember. And then we're on to, very quickly, seasonings. Seasonings are a staple of anyone's diet who are trying to lose weight, because seasonings, they're 0 calorie, and makes the difference when you're having like plain chicken. Seasoning your chicken, seasoning all your meats, it will make a massive difference when you're prepping or trying to eat healthier. It gives you flavour, gives excitement to your food. You don't have to eat plain chicken and broccoli to lose weight. That's ridiculous. And here we're at the fresh section, so I'm showing the packs of chicken here. You got the 10 packs on the bottom shelf. Again, you can buy that's £10, but you can split that for the week. So you don't have to keep those 10 breasts in your fridge. You can split it and do 2 breasts per food bag and put them in your freezer. And at the start of the day, take it out of your freezer so it defrosts all day. You can come home and then do your cooking. Or you can even buy a whole chicken. But I personally think you get more bang for your buck buying a 10 pack of breast than what you would do a whole chicken. You got tuna too. Tuna in cans, you're going to stay fresh for long. So again, if you're a bit lazier, you can just use the thing with like pasta or rice, throw it in a food prep bag and you're good to go. And then while we're in Asda, we also I found these sachets of protein on offer for 31p each. 17 grams of protein per sachet. How freaking amazing. So I bought these. They're thrown in my bag, so when I have porridge and want to get some more protein in my porridge, it's that, on the go. Happy days. I hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough, and we'll continue with the rest of the video.
Go on, do you...
Black coffee, espresso, pineapple, porridge, jam, and let's upgrade it with 15 grams of protein, 70 calories. We're going to add that to the porridge. Afterwards, extra 15 grams of protein in there, and you add a bit of jam, more pineapple, espresso shot, coffee, and then we'll go to the gym. Woo. And we're back in Chester, so good afternoon YouTube. So you'll see on the previous clips the bit of a caption of us driving up, and then us going to Asda and talking about a few bits in Asda that I think I'm going to voice over because you can't really hear me chatting or Kerry because the music's so loud in there. The microphone on the camera isn't so great, so until we maybe get a proper camera for it, but that could be in the future down the line. Anyway, so just been to the gym this morning, had a really good breakfast. I maybe throw a video of that prior to this so you can see what I had there. And then had a really good workout session, so I did push again today. Second day of push today, so I primarily do, let's see, between 18 to 20 sets on each muscle group per week, divided over 2 workouts. So at the moment I do push pull legs, that's my split every day. And then, you know, if I can't get a second leg day in, it's not the end of the world. I prefer to, but you know, when you're working so much and you got your personal training, you got the online coaching business and all the other bits that you're doing, it's hard to balance your time, and doing 6 days a week is hard, and realistically if I keep doing that 6 days a week, it's going to run me into the ground. So if I can get a 6th session in the week, fantastic. If I can't, I'm not going to die, but it's just on my other leg day I need to add a bit more volume into that other leg day to warrant the fact I'm not going to get in there and train legs for a second day of that week. So yeah, so training's all going well. On a drop weight and consistent training prior to doing this diet phase. My strength has dropped a little bit, but I'm focusing much more that, you know, I'm not focusing that much on weight, which I know sounds ridiculous and crazy, but my mindset is as long as I'm failing on the reps between 12 to 15, then each working set is intense. You know, I think when you're training, your intensity is going to be high. If you're not pushing yourself, you're not going towards failure, you're not feeling that lactic acid build up to the point where you can't push anymore, then are you really pushing yourself each set? I don't think you are, and I think that's how you should be pushing every set. And then warranting enough rest between there, which I'll confess to last year I wasn't getting enough rest. Even when I'm with a training partner or trying myself, I maybe have a minute. But I found so far this year, from increasing my rest time for between 2 to 3 minutes when I execute my second and third set, I'm getting closer to the rep range that I did on the prior set, and then obviously failing. So the extra bit of rest is helping massively. And I possibly had the wrong mindset when I was training weights, because I wanted to build muscle and get bigger and stronger, even though I am on a deficit at the minute. But my protein intake is high, particularly into my deficit. Not really doing much cardio because I'm pretty darn active in the daytime, especially when I'm in Chester here. When I'm in Southport, I do about 9 to 10k steps a day. When I'm in Chester, I do between 19 and 29k steps a day. So I was going to walk to the gym. I'm walking around Chester. I'm working at Tesco's currently in Chester. Just because it was an easy job to get here and to get me stationed here. I may go and work at a gym in the near future, which probably will happen. but for now in December it was an easy job to walk into. I got kept on, which is great. So I want to keep that going because that's a substantial routine and permanent income, so I can save a little bit with that. That can help me out massively. And so yeah, so in that I work between 6 to 9 hour shifts, and I'm on my feet all the time walking around. It's quite a big store, so that's increasing my TDE, my total daily expenditure. So I'm burning more calories because I'm very active, more walking around on the shop floor, picking up heavy goods. So that's kind of like, I'm kind of using that as my cardio, to be honest, rather than going on the treadmill for countless hours or biking or cycling or whatever. So yeah, so all's going well so far. As you've seen on the previous thing, my weight is continuing to drop. I think at the start of this diet, I dropped a good few kilos in the space of a week, and I think majority of that would be water retention. But it's all balanced out. Some of it will have been water, some of it will have been fat, and some of it will have been muscle. You can't help but to lose a little bit of muscle when you're in a calorie deficit, when you've got a lot of weight to lose. That's why going forwards this year, I'm not going to plan on putting a lot of weight back on for a bulk, because I no longer believe that you need to bulk. As long as you're on minimum maintenance calories and your protein intake is high and your body fat isn't too low, you're still going to build muscle. So as long as you're hitting those check boxes, you're going to build muscle, and you're still going to do that going forwards, because all that happens is when you end up bulking for a long period of time, like I bulked last year, and my body weight went up a lot towards the end of the year, I'm now cutting back, and I am going to lose muscle mass because I let my diet slip a little bit too much body fat come on, and you just end up cutting and losing the muscle that you packed on anyway, so what's the point? So in my eyes this year, my goal is to stay at a much leaner state. Obviously not too lean, because if I go too lean, I'm not going to build muscle, and stick there. And then if I choose to compete later this year, which I have said, getting in shape for a show, doing a slow cut, and getting my body fat percentage low will be a lot easier, and my chances are, because I haven't got as much weight to lose, I ain't going to lose as much muscle either. I haven't spoken much about how I competed about 4 years ago. I will do a separate video on that, probably in a vlog, or maybe within a separate video titled "Should You Compete?" maybe. I think I've had a few people message me and ask me if I'd do a video on my take on competing and if it's worth it, and the experiences and how hard it was and stuff like that. So I'll get around to doing a video like that sometime this year, maybe in the next few weeks or so. We'll wait and see. But yeah, anyway, so going back, training was really good today. Let's say I'm not pushing as much weights as what I have done, but that's to be expected because training hasn't been consistent. I'm in a calorie deficit, I'm losing muscle, I'm losing fat, I'm losing water. So I'm trying to get those numbers back up gradually. My strength is coming back, I'm in a lot more control with my reps. I want to try and get some more gym footage if and when I can, but obviously that's going to be when Kerry comes to the gym with me. I know a few people at the pure gym that I go with, but I'm not quite at that fan basically for like whipping out a camera and saying, "Do you mind recording me?" And so yeah, I'm a bit leaner, and you'll see it in the check-in pictures yourself. And yeah, so this is Thursday. I'm in work at 3 o'clock. I've just come back to the flat, worked back after the gym, had a post-workout snack. I think Kerry's coming back here for lunch. Kerry's in uni from 9 AM to 7 PM today, so she's got a really long day. I'm in work at 3 o'clock till midnight. And then the plan tomorrow again is to get up about 7 o'clock, get to the gym before work, do some online work with online client check-ins and that. And yeah, so I'll catch you on the next scene. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I hope you're having a good week. I'm getting some really good feedback from these videos. I really appreciate it from everyone that spoke to me and said that they're really enjoying the content. I really appreciate that. Throw the comments down below for what you'd like to see more of, what content you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to know more of, what you'd appreciate a video on. Just throw it down there. Give me a shout. Let me know what you think. And I'll catch you guys in the next scene. Good afternoon, YouTube. So, where are we up to? So this is, they're still paired together. This is, what day are we on? Friday. I'm putting my socks on as I speak to you. These are my Mr. Happy socks. It may be back to front to you. I don't know. We all get those awesome socks for Christmas that we put to use. I like to think I'm Mr. Happy anyway, because life's too short. Being stressed and all the what have you, get stressed out at times and stuff, but being stressed about things doesn't necessarily make anything better. I know we get upset and different things happen and life happens, but sometimes you try and look into the positive of everything and always try and either A, speak to someone, or B, make a positive plan of action to get out of the rut that you're in. Being stressed and upset and all these emotions that you go through doesn't make anything better. So always try and be positive. That's my goal of life, and I think most people know me as a positive person. I like to think people think I'm a positive person because that's how I try and live my life. So, like I said, went to the gym this morning, went and trained a bit of a pull day and some calves too. It was a really good session. Just got an Uber back because time's getting on, and I've got a meeting with a client at 1 o'clock. What time is it? It is 10 to 1. This is one of my online clients, as my online coaching business is growing, and I thought I'd jump on the call just to talk a little bit about what my online coaching service is and what it's about and what philosophy I live by. So, like I said, I'm meeting this client at 1 o'clock, and she is an online client. She's around the country somewhere, and I'm going to go through a consult with her, and we're going to discuss what her goals are, what she wants to achieve, what experience she's had with training, whether she has any medical issues, and what her current lifestyle and routine allows her to do. Because a lot of coaches that you sign up with, all these online training plans that you buy, will be like, oh, you need to train 6 days a week, you need to train 5 days a week, calves and arms one day, this the other day. But 9 times out of 10, the people that buy these plans or go with these coaches, they're having to adjust their lifestyle and their routine to fit it in. Now, if you're able to do that, that's great, but probably 8 out of 10 of the population don't have the time to do that, and if they do that, they end up running themselves into the ground, doing too much, and they just end up giving up because it's too much for them. So the first thing you have to look at, what I find out from my clients and from anyone who trains with me, is what your lifestyle's like. Do you have kids? Have you got a full-time job? Do you work 6-7 days a week? When in your schedule right now can you fit in a training session? Can you fit in 1 a week? Can you fit in 2 a week? Can you week 3 a week? Are you dedicated? Are you really kind of a fitness guy or girl? Do you usually train 4 to 5 days a week? And then your training plan should be done around that. It shouldn't be a case of you need to go to the gym 5 or 6 days a week, do this plan. Because people work, people have families, people have commitments. So realistically, if you've got a full-time job, you've got kids, and you're the time you do get off is to spend with your family, you may only be able to give about 2 to 3 hours to the gym a week. So therefore, I would then go on to think, well, 2 to 3 hours a week, possibly let's start off with 2 sessions a week, full body workouts, and then see what happens as we progress. That might even be too much, and then depending on the client's goal, depending on what the calories and the nutrition will be set up as, because I don't give out nutritional plans because I think it's ridiculous. I'd rather educate my clients about nutrition. And I'm not a dietitian, I am just a personal trainer, but I'm experienced. I lost 7 stone of weight. I've been a personal trainer for 7 years. I know what I'm talking about. I have a girlfriend that's doing dietetics, so I get bits of knowledge from her. I do my own research online, because just because I've not done a degree doesn't mean that I can't research or look at valid research sources. And that's what a degree is. A degree teaches you how to fix and grab good relevant research to prove a point. So just because I have not had a degree doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm talking about, because my client's results speaks miles. So I rather get my clients educated about nutrition, make them learn about what's in food, and then they will never need a food plan, because you can't stick to a food plan for life. It's ridiculous, you don't need to. What you need is to know how calorific foods are, what's in certain foods, and how to adapt that into your lifestyle and live a lifestyle of balance. So give or take. And then when you then truly have the knowledge about nutrition and your training, then you're free to live your life. You've got everything that you need in here. You can't pay for a coach for the rest of your life to continue giving you meal plans to get your results. It will get you results, yes, but you'll always find that when you leave that coach, you're just going to slowly go back down into a rut, put the weight back on, and because you haven't got the plan, you haven't got the training plan, this and that. I'm a happier coach if someone signs up with me for let's say a year. We lose loads of weight, they're in full control of their nutrition, they know about the macronutrients, they know about what foods they should be eating, how they should be living in balance, they know about the training. I am happier for a client to leave me after a year being educated and having that knowledge base to then live the rest of their life not needing me again, than someone to sign up with me for 5 or 6 years consistently giving them meal plans because they can't hit the goals and that. No, because you're just wasting your money. Look at fixing the root of the problem, which 9 times out of 10 is yourself. And probably, let's say 5 or 6 probably out of 10 people, it's all down to laziness or bad ideas with nutrition and vice versa. Some people have deeper grounded issues like they use food as a coping mechanism or something like that. Something that's more of a rooted issue, which you should be getting extra help for from a counsellor or such forth. But my job is to help people learn about nutrition, get a good training plan in, and that's even if it's a training plan. I would rather my client, to be brutally honest, get in the gym once a week than the other 2 days of the week go and play football, go and play squash, go for a run, go for a cycle. Make fitness fun. Fitness doesn't have to be stuck in 4 walls in the gym 7 days a week. It doesn't have to be that. If you can make your fitness something enjoyable that you can consistently do with friends and family, that they live as much as you and you enjoy it, time goes faster. Now don't get me wrong, things like weight training, can you do that necessarily not in a gym? Probably not. But at the same time, if you can minimise your time in the gym to maybe 1 to 2 days a week, along with something that's fitness and fun that you do at the other time, then we're winning a life. It's great. That routine will last forever. But at the same time, if you love being in the gym 6-7 days a week, that's good for you. So that's why I try and get through to my clients. That's what my online coaching service is about. I'm not going to get you fast results in 9 to 12 weeks because the results we get are the results we get because we're on a bigger motion. We're looking to change your lifestyle, to educate you about training, to educate you about nutrition, make you live a balanced lifestyle, to know the fact that things like alcohol and fast food and stuff like that are not bad in moderation, which they all say the label. You buy chocolate, you buy a cake, it says this food is perfectly acceptable in this portion, in this part of your diet, which is fine. But the problem is 8 out of 10 people don't live it in moderation. 8 out of 10 people don't eat the portion sizes. 8 out of 10 people are eating this food daily or in excess, and that's why people get overweight, that's why people get unfit, that's why we get things like diabetes and that, because people aren't living in moderation. So learning that balance of your nutrition, which is very, very important, which takes time. The problem isn't going to get solved overnight. Whoa, I'm very passionate. This is the way I am. Anyway, so if you're interested and you want to lose weight, you want to build muscle, you want to, no matter what, you want to learn about nutrition, you're ready to put your foot down and be like, I want to change, I'm ready now to change for the best of my life. That's the dedication I want for my clients. And that's the service I'm giving you. And I'm not selling it at a ridiculous rate. I want it to be affordable for people. I think personal training is amazing, and I am a personal trainer. But at the same time, I realise personal training is very expensive. So, I want it to be an affordable service for people to jump on and not have to be spending the world to educate themselves, to want a better physique, to want a better body, to learn. It shouldn't cost you the world. It should be affordable. And that's the service that I am selling. So if you're interested, as I was saying, and you want to lose weight, you want to learn about nutrition, about training, and you want to make a change for the rest of your life, contact me at www.therealfit.com. An online coaching, the details are there, or go to my Instagram, therealfit.coaching. That's got some of my client transformations and testimonials on there. And then my Instagram, loads of social medias, is Alan's Fitness, and that's where I do all my daily posts and this and that. And yeah, so I thought I'd just jump on here. I ranted for a good 8 minutes, so now I need to get to the toilet, ring my client, have a consult with her, get her all signed up to the grand scheme of things, and I'll catch you guys soon. Good evening, YouTube. It is 10:35 in the evening on, what day is it? Saturday. And we're going to go and train some legs. I'm going, and Kerry's coming too. We're going to hopefully get some footage. Some footage. Hopefully it'll be nice and quiet because it's quite late. Get some footage of us training in the gym. And we might catch you there. You got an outfit?
Pardon?
You got an outfit?
Oh shit, where is it?
I can show you now. She's dressed, woo!
Just train legs.
Yeah, she's just training legs. She's going to record me, but she's going to join in a little bit too. We'll see what happens.
You training legs? I'm actually doing my makeup this time because Alan always records me without doing my makeup. Don't you, Alan? You always catch me on camera when I've got no makeup on. Now we're ready.
Woo!
payment for my recording, so we need to think of payment plan.
Planning kisses?
No, like money. I just want money. Okay?
Chocolate money.
No, real money. So then I can buy chocolate money.
You still recording?
Yeah?
That's intense. I'll pay you in McDonald's wraps. How's that?
Okay.
That's what Kenny gets to do all the time. She's got short legs. Then we go on buses or public transport, so he'll be legs always like this. Or super gel, because I'm always like this.
Should we get a picture of me?
Picture.
This is like...
All the time. Buses, trains, cars, life, uni, chairs, desk chairs.
That's what I do between Alan's sets. Do my move.
What?
Do my move. Good, just... Yeah. Top tip, how to get rid of the plate in the gym. Whoa, take the weight off. No, you don't want the pin in.
Weighs more than what that weight is.
Alright, okay. Go on, hun.
Hello YouTube, so that was an awesome leg workout. Didn't really plan on doing it this week, and only trying to do 5 workouts a week, but Kelly gave me a kick up the arse to be like, let's go do a workout. So we did it, we crushed it. I'm going to be very sore tomorrow. My hamstrings and quads are FC UK, did a bit of carbs too. I hope you enjoy the leg content, and maybe I'll throw down the info of the leg workout and give it a try yourself. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and give it a share if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Thank you.